Hey guys, Mike here. So today, I'm here to talk to you about Zombieland Double Tap. In this review, I'll be going over a brief summary of the plot, my quick thoughts about the film, and whether or not you guys should go and see it. So I'm going to try and keep this review spoiler-free. However, if you don't want to know anything about the film, and you want to go in completely blind, then it's just come back to this video once you've seen the film. So with that, let's get started, shall we?
What is going on here?
What? Hello, everyone.
Am I hallucinating?
So Zombieland Double Tap sees the return of Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Abigail Breslin, and of course one of my all-time favourite actresses, Emma Stone. In Zombieland Double Tap, Tallahassee, Columbus, Wichita, and Little Rock are still surviving 10 years after the events of the first Zombieland movie. But pretty much after 10 years of living together, tensions start to rise, they all start falling out, and then they all start to go their own separate ways. But then when Little Rock goes missing, they almost band back together to try and find her. And so we have Zombieland Double Tap. So first of all, I absolutely loved the first Zombieland movie. It had all the right humour, the actors were great, they all gave great performances, the action was really good as well, and it was just a really memorable movie. So going into Zombieland 2, I was a bit apprehensive because I was thinking, have they left it too long? Is this sequel necessary? And, you know, will it be anywhere near as good as the first one? So first of all, I must say that the first couple of minutes do a good job of reintroducing you to the world, plus with another slow-mo Metallica sequence, you know, you can't go wrong with that. But then just after that, I do think the movie does kind of a bit of a poor job trying to set up the character motivations for them all splitting up and then them going on their road trip journey. Mainly because I thought that the pacing was a bit off and it did kind of seem like a massive leap, them going from tight family unit to them pretty much sort of at each other's throats and just not really getting on and knowing what each other wants. Because realistically, I think that they had 10 years to work out this stuff, and it does kind of seem a bit split-second decision for them all to kind of break up. But then when the movie does kind of settle down and find its groove, that's when it does really start to get good. Because I must say that all the jokes do land in this movie. There might be one or two that probably don't, but I would say that for the most part, it is a really funny movie. And apart from the beginning, I would say that each one of these actors does really stay true to the characters. I don't feel there was anything really major that the characters did that did stray away from what made their characters great in the first one. And for the most part as well, I would say that they did a good job building upon their characters as well. You know, Jesse Eisenberg's character was still quietly awkward. Woody Harrelson still had his amazing one-liners, just being, you know, gun-ho America character, so, you know, that was good as well. And I must say that the angle that they played with Emma Stone's character, making her jealous of this other girl, Madison, for most part, you know, was really funny. You know, she had brilliant sarky comments, and overall it was just really great to see Emma Stone play this kind of character. Though I must say that with the character Little Rock, they didn't really give her much to do because, for the most part, they're either trying to find her or when she is on screen, she isn't really doing all that much. And I feel it was a kind of wasted opportunity to have her do this. Instead of being like a fully fleshed out character, they just make her an end goal for them. And as well, I would say that this movie is quite different from the first Zombieland movie in pretty much one specific way. Whereas the first movie felt quite free-flowing, it felt like it could go any way, and you didn't really know what they were going to do next. This one does feel quite A to B. There's a very clear objective that they have to do. And throughout the movie, they're always trying to accomplish this one singular goal. Whereas, like I said with the first movie, they kind of meandered around and they kind of dealt with situations as they came to them. And I think that's the kind of thing that really does make the first Zombieland movie a bit better than this one and makes it feel like more of a living, breathing world. While saying that, it's not really a living, breathing world because most of the people in the world are dead. Another thing I think they did really well in this movie was having very clear-cut, very well choreographed action set pieces. Not set pieces in the sense of, you know, grand battlefield stuff. Just, you know, nice, tight, well choreographed hand-to-hand combat, which was, you know, a welcome sight from seeing all this shaky cam bullshit that we're seeing nowadays. Though another thing I did take issue with was the kind of clunky ending. I won't say exactly what happened, but it did feel kind of, you know, it didn't really feel like it had a natural way of getting to its ending. Though I would say that it does kind of fit somewhat into their specific zombie apocalypse. If this was any other zombie apocalypse, like say The Walking Dead or something like that, I don't think they would have been able to do what they did in this movie. But still, it didn't ruin my overall experience, so I can't complain too much about it. Overall, guys, I enjoyed Zombieland 2. Is it as good as the first one? No. Is it a bad movie? No, it isn't. It's funny, it's well acted, they definitely do a good job of reintroducing you to the world, and, you know, I would say that this was still a good time. And though I do think that this movie probably might have been a bit better and probably a bit more well received if it wasn't such a long time waiting for it. Because honestly, waiting 10 years for a movie, you'd expect like this, amazing comedic masterpiece. But instead, we got a somewhat lukewarm, enjoyable, zombie comedy. And at the end of the day, with like botched sequels and just piss poor movies these days, I think that's pretty much the best you can hope for. I'm not necessarily saying that this excuses the movie's shortcomings, but at the same time, I enjoyed myself, so, that's really all I can say. But now, as for whether or not, you guys should go and see it. I will say that if you do enjoy Zombieland, then I think you will enjoy this movie, because I still think that despite my criticisms of it, it still captures the same spirit of the first Zombieland movie. So, if you like the first one, go see this one, because, I think you'll have a fairly decent time with it. Okay guys, that's my review of Zombieland Double Tap. If you've seen it, what did you think about it? And what's your favourite zombie apocalypse movie? Whatever it is, drop it in the comments below. Until next time, I've been Michael. See ya!